Hey, I just came here to talk to you all today about my trip to Cairo, Egypt. I loved it. I heard a lot of good things about it. It's one of those things as a kid or whatever, it's one of those things you just know around the world. Um, you hear about things, you see a lot of things on TV, and as you're growing up, you're like, yo, I want to go there one day. And I've been overseas for 6 years, but I never got a chance to go to Africa or anything like that. So that was actually my very first trip to Africa, and the first opportunity I got after getting my visa at 18 here in Kuwait. This is where I live. I got my visa at 18. I want to say I got it at Tuesday. I was looking for flights that Tuesday afternoon, and then I was out that Saturday. Actually, I took that Saturday off, so that Friday night I was out, and it was only like $150 ticket or whatever. Man, it was a wonderful experience. I flew out of KWI at like 10 o'clock or something like that p.m. I got there at 3. I was settled, and when I got there, it was like the beginning of sunrise, yo, and the view from my hotel was crazy. It was like right there. So those of you who don't know, there's a pyramids, and you see this, it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, but what they never show you is like what's just on the other side of the pyramids. And that's where I live. That's where I stayed. I actually went with one of my friends. He got his visa 18 the exact same day. So he ended up staying in some like bougie hotel, but it was far away. So I'm thinking like, hey, if I'm going to see the pyramids, that's like my main thing. Everything else I can just take a taxi to go see. So he stayed there, but I stayed in like kind of rough area. It was very rough. You see all the houses, all the camels, not houses, all the horses, all the camels, all the everything for the tourists, so they won't have to like walk down highways and you know what I mean, like have like a large commute with all these different animals. They're all like right there. And like I said, the neighborhood isn't the best, but I loved it. I'm one of those people. I'm from Mississippi, so like there's not really much I haven't seen, and I'm not like my nose isn't in the air like that. So I was cool with the view. So I got to my room, I dropped my bags, I went up to the roof, and I had like 3 cups of coffee. And from there, I'm like, all right, there's no sleep. I was hoping to go and see the pyramids Sunday with my friend, but that Saturday morning, I woke up and I was like, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. So basically, it was maybe a 90-second walk. I'm going to drop the hotel that I stayed in. There's a few more. They're actually a little better because that's where I went to like smoke hookah and everything. So they had like a rooftop, and they actually had like a nice little lounging area. Mine just had a few chairs and whatever, but theirs was actually closer. So, and I dropped the name of those locations also. But that morning I walked. I went to the pyramids. Like I said, like a minute and a half walk. I got there. One thing you should be prepared for is you're gonna get bombarded. Like people are gonna bug you a lot. It's not bug. Like you're coming to the area, and a lot of people are green, naive, or just ignorant. Just like don't really know much. So a lot of people do expect to. I don't know. I just say it's a lot. When you go places, you want to go and just get the experience. Me, like I said, I've been to I don't know how many different countries and cities, and I'm one of those people. I just put my AirPods in or whatever headphones I had at that time, and I just explore. And I'm cool with just walking by myself, figuring things out, and that's just the way I am. But like that's how they hustle. Like that's how they make their living. It's by giving tours. So there's actual tour companies with tour guides, professional tour guides. They have their collared shirt, their polo shirts or whatever. And there's some guys that's just like woke up. They're like, hey, I know some of this stuff. What's up? Give me a few dollars. Especially they know you're American. They know you're American. Yeah, if you take that, if you go, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. But when I got inside, it's like, yo, it was beautiful. They opened at like 8 that morning. I said I didn't go to sleep. I got there at 3. 4 or something like that. Paid like $20 to ride 45 minutes to my hotel, which is like, you know what I mean, to the pyramids just outside. So the cab fare wasn't bad at all. Now it's not even sound like pre-booked. I actually got it. A guy walked out to me. So I walked through the gates and I veered to the left, and basically I came up just next to the Sphinx. I think that's how you said it. Sphinx. The Sphinx was beautiful. When you see her, of course, the nose was off. And there was like this Nile song, and there was like they shot the nose off for blah blah blah. But after doing a little research, I realized that the nose actually fell off. So I actually brought that up to a tour guide that I went on. I went to a tour, so I went 2 days. I went that Saturday by myself, and I just walked around. I viewed everything, and I loved it. I actually laughed around a couple times. And then the second day is when I went with the tour. And like I said, my friend went there. We got pictures and stuff like that. We actually went inside the pyramids the second day. And we got to see like where the tomb was. You know what I mean? It was nice, but it was hot. And there was a lot of people. And you're in like, I don't know. When I say it was tight, it was like I had a backpack on. I should have went without a backpack. But I said I made it. It's like a hike. It's steep. It's small. And all you have are like these little, I ain't gonna say 2x2s, like 1x1s or something like that. They just staple to like this little wooden like plywood, and you just hold on to the rails and you just try to climb up to the top. But I said it was hot, but it was a good experience. One of those things where I wouldn't have to do it again, but to say that I've done it once, it was definitely worth it. As I walked around, I didn't really do the camel rides. I've been on plenty of camels before. It wasn't my first, rodeo. But if there's something that you would like to experience, there is more than enough camels to go around. They're gonna actually, again, that's how they make their money. So you're gonna run into a lot of people that's offering every service that you may even consider having. And I said it was nice. It was nice. I prefer to do everything on foot, which I did. I had my Crocs on, had my backpack, I think, had my my turban, my Ray-Bans, and I was just, just vibing. And I said it was vibing. If you drink, they don't serve alcohol in that area because it's like a tourist area. But I went to this place called the West something. I'll drop the name right here, but it's like something like the West Tap or Tap West or something like that. And it's up in Cairo, and I loved it. They had like a live band. They served alcohol. A lot of people there. There were pool tables. It was a nice area. It was like the Gucci stores and all that crap. Like I said, where I stayed, it wasn't the best, but you had the best view. And if you wanted anything of substance, you would actually have to drive maybe like 20 minutes. But overall, if you've never been to see the pyramids firsthand, you have to go. It's bigger than you expect. Like you think, hey, yeah, I've seen it. When I got there, it was so surreal. Like when I got there, it's like I was in a dream. And it took me like maybe 3 or 4 hours to realize I was really there. Like when I woke up that morning and I was posting the videos and stuff like that, when I looked at the pyramid, because you can see everything from my hotel. When you look, you sit on the rooftop and you're looking at it, and you're like, it's a lot bigger than I expected. It's like you're in a dream. Like it doesn't feel real at all, but it's like I said, by far one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. And I've been to some wonderful places, and I will expound on those once I get this channel up and running. So thank you for taking the time out to listen to my video. Like I said, I will be sharing more of my personal experiences on this channel. I work 6 days a week, 13 hours a day. It's rough, and I'm in college full time, but it's one of these things where I'm like, hey, I'm ready to start like documenting my life and just keeping up with a lot of things, and because I answer a lot of questions. This allows me to answer a lot of questions a lot of my friends, a lot of my family has. And allows me to just put it out here and just share my experiences with the world. Can just like, leave a comment, tell me what you'd like me to speak more of, speak more about. If you think I should cut back on any suggestions, I'm an open book. So, peace.